thinking is an offensive act, which is why tyrants hate it, right? Because one of the rules in a tyranny is don't think. Why? Because I already know all the answers. And you're supposed to accept my answers as the tyrant. And so there's no need for your thinking. And you might be saying, well, my life isn't going as well as it could. And the tyrant says, well, you don't get to think that, because in my utopian tyranny, everything's perfect. And if you're suffering, that means you're politically suspect. Because you're suffering, your inability to recognize that the utopia has already manifested itself, your unhappiness is actually a political crime. But if you just keep it to yourself, well, we'll let you keep your head. But if you have if you're driven to the extreme where you have to express the fact that you're unhappy, perhaps, that your child doesn't have enough to eat, then it's off to the gulag with you and all your family as well, because there'll be no thinking here. And even if there is, there'll certainly be no talking. Here's something that happened recently in Venezuela. This is worth thinking about for all the people who harbor collectivist utopian dreams. Venezuela, the Venezuelan government, about 2 months ago, this was reported in the New York Times, which is not a newspaper, I would say, that would be intrinsically biased against Venezuela, said that it was now illegal to diagnose the cause of a child's death in a Venezuelan hospital as starvation. Because the Venezuelan government's answer to the problem of children starving was to make it illegal to notice it in hospitals. And that's a tyranny, right? That's a place where thought is not allowed. That's a place where free speech is not allowed. So it seems to me that that's not a good place to go, to say the least. And we've gone there many times in the last 150 years, and we should perhaps think very hard about whether or not we ever want to go there again.